What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam, ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody who's watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It was a great weekend, man. Golf smashed once again. I gave out 2 lineups to my subscribers who signed up at greenlightdfs.com for the golf lineups. Both of them cashed nicely. Both of them. Both of them scored. One of them was damn near 400, and then the other one was 413 or something like that. Both of them scored very nicely. It was a great weekend of DFS, and it just brings us right into this new week, man. It's Monday. It's time to get this money. I'm going to get straight into this high five. Then we're going to do the batter's box at the end and be ready to go ahead and get this money. If you want to join the team and get the lines from yours truly, if you don't have time to set your own lines or spend the time doing the research you need to do to be successful at DFS on a consistent basis, then go to greenlightdfs.com and I will do that work for you and email it to your email 1 hour before the main slate starts. All right, let's get this money. I've got new deals on the website as well because MLB's coming to an end, so I've got the rest of the MLB season for cheap. I got the NFL season for cheaper right now than it's going to be once the season starts because you guys know NFL is going to be super money time. So, hey, you get what you pay for. Right now, it is cheaper. It is cheapish when it comes to the type of production we're going to be putting on. So like the video down below, 100 likes, and I will post an arcade mode on Twitter at Cam_ATL like I always do for you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get straight into my top 5 plays for this slate Monday. Starting off at the first pitcher position that I'm going to go ahead and go into. I've talked a lot of shit about this guy this season. I'm glad I can finally put him into the high five. All right, he was known as a guy coming into the season, and even half of this season, he's been a guy who just gets hit hard, who was not doing too well, but he is starting to come into form, and he's been looking great. Kevin Guzman. Guzman has gotten his K rate up significantly. He's been striking guys out much more frequently. He's become very consistent. He's been doing a very good job. The Seattle offense does have Cano and Nelson Cruz, a few guys that you got to worry about a little bit. But it's in Seattle, which is a pitcher-friendly ballpark. Guzman's been pitching so good lately that I got to finally put him in the high five, man. He's been doing well. He pitches deep into games. He averages at least pitching into the 6th inning. He might even go 7 if he's doing well. Expect about 7 to 8 Ks is what I'm hoping. That's what he's been averaging recently. So I love Kevin Guzman. Seattle's been striking out 8.8 times each game the last 10 games. So they've been striking out at a decent rate. So I expect Guzman to get about 7 Ks, about 7 to 8 Ks, and end up with a good little line here. And at 8.5, I'll take it. The next pitcher that I'm absolutely loving is Jared Eichhoff, mainly because he's going against San Diego in San Diego, which is a pitcher-friendly ballpark, pitcher-ish friendly ballpark. He's going against San Diego, man, and they're just not a good offense, and Eichhoff has been on point lately, okay? You got to catch these guys when they start getting hot, when they're getting real consistent. You got to hop on them and you got to put them in your lineup, man, because one thing that you cannot do is win big in DFS without your pitchers doing well. So you need to make sure you spend time and look into the pitchers you really like. And Eichhoff is one of those guys that sticks out for me going against San Diego, a team that's just not good offensively. Eichhoff has been solid lately, so his being solid and San Diego just being garbage combined together makes Eichhoff being an amazing play at 8,000. I love him. So there we go. We got 2 kind of upperish mid-tier guys. We're going to start off here. Let's start off at third base. I'm going Freddie Freeman at 56. I can't help but play him. I have to play him. His production is just going to be ridiculous. Matter of fact, there's another guy in the high five that's going to be a part of this game. Freddie Freeman's one of the best hitters in the league, if not the best hitter in the league when he's healthy. Okay, he gets that lefty on righty matchup, and in its very hitter-friendly Colorado. All right, Freddie Freeman could hit 2 home runs in this one. He could get you 30+ Draftkings points. That's the type of upside that Freddie Freeman has against Bettis. I absolutely love Freddie Freeman. Lock him in this matchup. He's just got a great matchup, man. Uh, he's been hitting righties so fucking well, and that's just him throughout his career. Matter of fact, he hits both sides of the ball pretty good. That's what great hitters do. But he's hitting a 339 ISO versus right-handed pitching in a 466 WOBA, both of which are ridiculous. So expect him to absolutely go crazy here in this matchup. Lock in Freddie Freeman at 56. In the outfield, I'm going to start off with Charlie Blackmon. I know it's crazy. I never really go big bats like this, but these two guys are must locks for me. Charlie Blackmon is a ridiculous price, but it's because he's going to give you ridiculous production. Okay, 5,800 is very high. And the good thing about this is people who really use their heads and realize how amazing this matchup is against Tehran, who gives up a shit ton of... He cannot get lefties out. And Blackmon is one of the best left-handed batters in the league, and he's at home in a very hitter-friendly ballpark. Okay, a lot of people might shy away from this because he's so pricey. Okay, but as long as you're not getting one of those two upper-tier pitchers who cost a good amount, there is plenty of value to be found on a daily basis throughout these MLB lineups, okay? Especially when the lineups drop. Pay attention to guys who normally hit lower in the order who are cheap that pop up to like within the first 5 bats. Okay? Those guys that normally hit at the bottom of the lineup that are priced like 2,600, real cheap like that, those are the guys that you want to take advantage of when they move up in those lineups. When the lineups drop and you see them move up to like second or fourth or something like that, you need to make sure that you get them in your lineup because that's the type of value that you want. All right, so definitely go Charlie Blackmon, Freddie Freeman, and then find value wherever you got to, man. All right, because those two guys alone could get you 60-plus Draftkings points. Their matchups are that good. Okay, so lock those two guys in. And then last but not least, I'm going to go with my main man, Jose Bautista. He's been hitting the ball so well lately, and he's been hitting righties very well. Okay, right now against righties, he is hitting a 288 ISO. A 288 ISO, which is hard contact, and a 381 WOBA. So he's hitting with power versus righties. He's getting on base versus righties. I expect a dinger in this one, as well as the other two batters I mentioned. Those other two batters could easily get 2 each. Okay, that's the type of, like, I'm real hype about that matchup right there. Because I love their matchups, man. Blackmon is in for a perfect matchup. The matchup of his dreams right here. And Freddie Freeman gets to tee off against a bad righty in a hitter-friendly course field. So I love those guys, and that's it, man. Kevin Guzman, Jared Eichhoff, Freddie Freeman, Charlie Blackmon, and Jose Bautista is the high 5 that I'm going with. You're left with 3,700 to go. That is plenty when you're finding a few value guys around. Like, if you do what I say and you find that value when lineups drop at about 2,600 to 2,800, that's going to open up a lot. You're even going to be able to get another upper tier batter like a Chris Davis, who's been slugging righties like crazy. Okay, he's been killing righties, and he's going against a righty, and he has just been absolutely dominating them. So I like Chris Davis a lot. There's just a lot of options to go on this slate, guys. There is a lot of options. So good luck, everybody. I hope you kill it. It's time for the batter's box. I'm going to give you guys all of these names that I'm about to mention have good histories versus the pitchers they are facing in this slate. And you need to find a way to fit these guys in if you can, because if history continues, then you will have a great night with these guys. And sometimes, like, when it comes down to, let's say I'm battling between 2 players, right? I'm like, do I want to go this guy or this guy? I'll check BVP to go ahead and break that tie. If one of them has a much better BVP versus that pitcher than the other guy has against his pitcher, I'll go ahead and use that as my tiebreaker. All right? So a lot of times this shit can help you out, man. And honestly, everyone, I hear people sometimes saying, oh, BVP doesn't matter, BVP doesn't matter. No. When you look at a BVP and a guy has faced a pitcher 25 times and he's gotten 15 hits out of those 27 times, and his average is crazy, and he's got fucking 4 home runs against him. It shows that he's got his number. Okay, so BVP is important. Okay, there has been, I don't know how many times that I have gone off of BVP, and those guys have absolutely dominated off of sole BVP decision. Like, there's been multiple times where I had the rush and set back when I had a regular fucking 9-to-5 job. I would have to rush to set my lineups. You know what I'm saying? I would use sole BVP, and I won so much money on so many occasions solely off just checking BVP. Literally, I had like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So BVP is important. I don't care what anybody says. Let's get right to it. Mookie Betts, Jason Kipnis, Jose Ramirez, Trevor Plouffe, Josh Donaldson, Kendrys Morales, Miguel Cabrera, 3 of 6 for a 500 average. I expect him to get a home run here, man. He's in Texas. It's hot out here. Ian Kinsler, Mike Napoli has done great versus Fulmer. 4 of 8 for 2 home runs and a 500 average. You got Jonathan Lucroy, the new addition, the new catcher for Colorado. He's done well versus Julio Teheran. You got Jake Lamb, Jose Altuve, Melky Cabrera, Mark Trumbo, Cesar Hernandez, Robinson Cano, and Kyle Seager. Another thing to add here, Kansas City has been absolutely on fire lately, guys. Kansas City's offense has been doing great lately. So consider some Kansas City players against Jarrell Cotton. Another thing, this pitcher that Jose Bautista is facing, I can't even say his name, Teperish or some shit like that. No, sorry. I'm thinking about Tampa Bay Bats. Sorry. Tampa Bay Bats going against this Teperish pitcher. This guy has been absolutely getting dominated. The pitcher for Toronto. He has been getting absolutely killed. Okay? He has given up more runs than innings. He's given up over a run an inning pitched in the last 2 starts, in his only 2 starts of the season. And he's given up 4 home runs. 4 home runs, okay? He gave up 3 in one game and 1 in the other game. All right, so he's been getting a lot of hard contact against them. They are in Toronto, so that'll help Tampa Bay's bats. They're used to hitting in that Tampa Bay field that's very pitcher-friendly. They're going over to Toronto, which is very hitter-friendly. So I love a Tampa Bay stack here in this one, guys. So stack up Tampa Bay. Stack up Logan Morrison. Longoria hits righties well. You got Souza. You got Dickerson. All those guys. There's a lot of options on that Tampa Bay offense that could do very, very well here in this matchup. Good luck, everybody. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, go to greenlightdfs.com if you want to join the squad officially. The podcast is coming together. I'm about to drop the first episode very, very soon. I just had the intro of the podcast made by a professional voiceover guy, and it's fucking amazing. I absolutely love it, man. I got to make sure I got this shit super professional and ready to go because I'm super hyped to drop it for you guys. Stay tuned for the podcast covering everything fantasy, mainly fantasy football season coming up. So let's get right to it. Good luck, everybody, and I'm out.